When did your friends realize you weren't the broke friend anymore? It happened at a diner of all places. My best friend Mason and I have had the same Thursday ritual for over a decade: greasy eggs, burnt coffee, and splitting the bill down to the penny. For years, I was the guy who forgot my wallet or asked if we could just Venmo it later. Mason never complained. He'd just laugh, pay, and say, "You'll get the next one." I never did. Back then, I was drowning 3 maxed out credit cards, overdue rent, and a rusted Corolla that coughed smoke every morning. Mason was the opposite. Steady job, stable life, no dreams too big to break. He once told me, "It's not about getting rich, man. It's about surviving without begging." I agreed, because surviving was all I could do. Then 5 years ago, everything changed. I built a logistics app, a simple thing to help small businesses track deliveries in real time. It blew up. Within 18 months, I was negotiating contracts with national retailers. 2 years later, a corporate acquisition made me a millionaire overnight, but I didn't tell anyone, not even Mason. I kept living like before, same apartment, same diner, same old car. It wasn't about hiding it out of shame. It was fear. I didn't want to become that guy, the one who got lucky and made everyone uncomfortable by existing differently. Mason still called me broke boy as a joke. I still laughed. I still wore the same $25 watch I'd had since college. Then last winter, Mason's wife got sick. Hospital bills piled up. He started picking up extra shifts. One Thursday, he showed up at the diner late, looking exhausted. He ordered black coffee and nothing else. I didn't say anything, but when the check came, he tried to pay for both of us like always. His hand was shaking. I looked at him, this guy who once kept me fed when I couldn't afford groceries, and I knew it was time. "Mason," I said quietly, "I bought the diner." He laughed. "Yeah, sure. And I own NASA." "No, seriously. 2 months ago. The owner was retiring, and I wanted to keep it open." He blinked, confused. "Wait, how could you afford?" So I told him everything. About the app, the deal, the money, the whole thing. He didn't say a word for a long time, just stared at me like he was looking at a stranger. Then he said, "So you're rich now?" I hesitated. "Comfortable." He leaned back, exhaled. "And you've been coming here every week, still splitting the check?" "Of course. This is our place." He shook his head and laughed, but it wasn't the kind of laugh I expected. "You idiot. You could have told me." I said, "You never treated me like I was broke. I didn't want to mess that up." He went quiet again. Then he said something that stuck with me. "You didn't have to tell me. You just had to let me help when it was my turn." The next week he came back. This time he ordered pancakes, eggs, bacon, the works. When the check came, I handed the waitress my card before he could reach for it. He rolled his eyes but didn't argue. That night, I wired $250,000 to the hospital in his wife's name. Anonymous donor. He tried for months to figure out who did it. A few weeks ago, the diner had its 50th anniversary. I brought him into the kitchen before the party started, showed him the plaque by the counter. Dedicated to Mason Carter for never letting a friend go hungry. He froze, then looked at me. I nodded. "Now you know." He just pulled me into a hug, the kind that feels like home and history all at once. So when did my friends realize I wasn't the broke friend anymore? That night, over diner coffee and tears, when my oldest friend finally understood that the richest thing I ever had and was him.